Hello, thanks for being here. I am back looking at this original Commodore power supply, and it's very deep into these holes. I know it's a Phillips screwdriver. Also, I know that if you put the wrong one in, you could strip things very badly. So I had to hunt around and around and around and around and around to find just the right one. In the midst of that, I did a little bit of tweaking and experimenting on deciding whether if I use these alligator clips in these things that I could sort of check the voltage on this. And I think it's a nice thought, but they're too big. So what I'm going to do, and really I'm not, okay, I did finally find a Phillips screwdriver that really fits this. I am not one who pokes around with meters and things all the time, because I'm always afraid of smoke. Now, it is not surprising, or shorting something up. It's not surprising that these things are tough to get out, because they've been in here, I suspect, for about 40 years. I'm not sure if this is the original power supply that came with my original 64, but it was like this. It was. Okay. Alright, so I have the screws. And off comes the top. So here, oh, why is that weird? Okay, so here is the basic, same kind of thing the Commodore often did. A transformer, imagine. And that's what they did, with a little bit of supporting hardware. So, now I have to decide how brave am I. So from what I can tell, of course, the 120 goes in here, the other stuff comes out the other side. Now, does this power supply work? I don't know. Am I brave enough to plug it into a Commodore 64 right off and see, let's see if it blows it up? No, I'm not. So, also, one of the reasons I think this is my original one is the cord at the end is a little bit like it's come a little, the insulation has come out. I seem to remember that happened. So, what am I doing? I'm trying to get this cord undone from the other cord so that with some confidence I can leave this away from me, plug this in over here, and then think about this. So it's plugged in. There was no smoke, there was no flame. And I'm just looking at the wires and what they do, and trying not to hurt anything. So I see there's black and white and yellow and red. So, and they come from different places, so I would like to think that if I can take my meter and set it just so, and figure out where the black right wire comes, that should somehow help me to do something good here. Okay, so I see the black and the white. So I'm going to put the black on here, and the red on here, and hope to God nothing bad happens. And what do I see? Nothing. Although it came up negative, so maybe that means I have them backwards. I see nothing. Alright, I'm up now. I'm also on DC. It's possible, maybe, if that's supposed to be AC. I don't know. Not that way. Not that way. What the hell? This is why I don't suggest, like, remember I always say to people, if you're not comfortable doing this, don't do it. So I'm going to try something over here on this side of the transformer. I'm on AC. Maybe I'm backwards. Oh, look at that. Wicked! I have 121.89 volts. Excellent. Woohoo! I have measured something with my meter. Life is good. Now, it's very strange that when I did this over here, that I got nothing that I expected. Because I think I should. Now, mind you, is this thing working? I don't know. There's a white and a black wire, and they come from the transformer. And I'm really trying not to hurt myself. I am. They come right from the transformer. They go out. Okay, I'm going to go back to AC. Because maybe that's what I need to do. 9.8. That might be a little high. But it did. I got voltage. I have found voltage. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to do 9 volts AC and 5 volts DC. So I have found 9.8. That could be a little hot. But I know where to get it from. Then there's these other voltages, or these other wires that go off to other places. And somewhere they come out of the yellow and red wire. And I cannot really get at them, but I would assume that that's got to be the 5. So I'm going to try to unplug this. Never pull on the cord. Okay, so that's unplugged. I really don't want to be shocked. I'm thinking that maybe if there's enough room that I can lift part of this out of here. So I can get at this better. Oh, look at that. It all comes right out. But can I get at it better? That is the question. And the answer is, I'm not sure. Glasses. See, the thing of it is yeah, so the yellow is 0, the red is 5. But I'm not sure I can get at them. Maybe I can. See, the insulation comes pretty close down to the bottom. Now it may be that this is academic because the 9 volts seems a little high. See, there are 3 screws attached to this thing here, but they're attached to parts of this. They are. Well, you know what? I'm going to try something here. I think this will work. I think. I hope. I pray. I'm also going to get anything else that is eminently metal away from here. I think I can get up right where they come out of it. So I'm going to try plugging this in again. Hope that I get no spark. God help us. No flame! Alright, so I'm set on DC. And I have glasses. So the black, I believe, should go on the yellow. And such. And I think maybe I can get right at the bottom of the board and get on there. I think. I'm getting nothing. It could be, possibly, I'm backwards. Or it could be that this thing just won't let me get there. What happens if I do this? See, there's this metal thing around here I really don't want to mess with. See, I know I can get onto the red wire. I know it. I can see it. It's the black one. Which is really the yellow one. And I think I can get there. Right there. Oh, dear God. I'm going to short something now. Ha ha! Alright, so we got 5.26. And the other one was 9.8. So, is that too hot? I don't know. What it really comes down to is at this moment, am I brave? I'm not sure. Am I brave? And what else happens inside the machine? What else happens? I don't know. So right now, I know if I turn this on, I have a happy Commodore 64. I wish to God that I could take and stick things in here and get a grip on them and test. And this one, it doesn't have the thing around it, but they're so close together and these things are just too big. So what it really comes down to is, am I brave? Now, 9.8 volts is within 10% of 9. And the other thing is coming up at a little over 5, which to me doesn't sound terrible. Doesn't sound terrible. All right. I think one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to look for, and some people have been telling me chip pullers are better, and I'm sure some of them are. Aha. The screwdriver. I haven't used it. There's one thing I think I'm going to do before, excuse me, I risk this. I am going to pop out the SID chip. Okay, so SID chip is out. Machine doesn't need it. That is not the connector. That, I keep looking at that. That is the connector to the disk drive. So here is the end of this. It's like the insulation has come up, but it's not, no wires are exposed. So I have this plugged in. I've got it all lying here on the bench here. And this may be foolish, but I think it's okay. Is 9.8 volts too much? I don't know. You're probably sitting there saying, don't do it! Please. Let's see what happens. Shaboom! Woohoo! So, I guess it's okay. Now, in the long run, is that okay? I don't know. I guess I'll have to do a little checking. I'm going to get this out of here. And then, I'm going to blow some more dust out. I suppose if I really felt like it, and I could, maybe. Because dust, of course. Not with this. You know what I think I'm going to do? And this may sound crazy, but I don't think so. I'm going to, first of all, unplug this. Because it seems to be working. Okay, it's out. And that's good. So, I'm going to leave this sitting here, ever so gently. These two pieces, which are in mighty fine shape and all, are dirty and dusty. And I think, strange as this might sound, I'm going to take them to the sink and wash them like dishes and let them dry very thoroughly. The screws are here. Maybe I should put them into some sort of container that I don't have right handy. The screwdriver that I used to take this whole thing, here it is right here. So put that there. So, yeah, an original Commodore 64 power supply that seems to be working. I don't see inside any potentiometers to adjust things. I don't. But let me have another closer look here. No, I do not. Not at all. So, I guess I can't. I guess I will, as I say, I'll do some research on the 9.8 and see what's what. So for the moment, I'm going to wash these and make sure they are thoroughly dried, and then try and put this all back together and see how it goes. And then, of course, I will go back to the basement. So, thanks for being here for this power supply experiment. But it's funny, I don't have any of the modern power supplies for the 64, but I think maybe they're a good idea. I think. Anyway, but here I am, taking apart an old Commodore, original Commodore 64 power supply, and hoping that it works. And it does. It does. So, I wish I had a better way to check the voltages. Because I can't, you can't open up the other ones. I will find a way. I will find a way. I suspect Rudy is working on such a thing. I suspect. And, you know what I guess I really need to do is find... I'm unplugged. Okay, I'm safe. Is find the opposite connector to this, which is a 2, 4, 7-pin DIN, so I can have wires coming out. Because, of course, I could probably poke around inside the 64 and find the voltages, but if they're high, the 64 is dead. Dead. And that's no good. Anyway, once again, thank you. Stay in touch. Be safe. Bye for now.